Hi, my name is Kira. I had a lot of trouble picking a favorite because there's so many books that I read and love all the time. Anyhow, so I picked a book that I've just read recently, Warriors of the Storm by Bernard Cornwell. It's book 9 of a series that's up to 11 books right now. So I was immediately immersed in the whole series. It's a character-driven narrative that follows actual historical conflicts in 9th and 10th century Britain. But Bernard Cornwell has to attract the reader to these conflicts over and over again, because if they were just the same, two armies line up facing each other and the slaughter began every time, he wouldn't be able to sustain his readership through, an 11-book series, that's for sure. So, so that's what he does. The craft techniques of stuff like tone and setting are, by book 9, it's what we've come to expect from Cornwell. But even a new reader, I think, would be hooked. Because what I noticed in particular, well, certainly in this book, is he builds suspense right from the first line. There was fire in the night, fire that seared the sky and paled the stars, fire that churned thick smoke across the land between the rivers. Finnan woke me. Trouble was all he said. Yeah, so he built suspense from the first lines. The tone and setting, like, again, once you've hit book 9, you've come to expect it, of gritty 10th century Britain. But wanting to know what new trial these early Saxons are going to face, like, what's the fire, who, what, where, when, why, like that kind of suspense building. Like Lee Child, actually, the author of the Jack Reacher novels, says, nobody in the world does this better than Cornwell. I have to agree. So the situation in the beginning that draws me in as a reader is the, this conflict. The premise of the series is just that there's going to be warriors called upon to fight the battles for the king as needed. And so what really draws me into a series like this is the characters. The narrative voice is very distinctive, first person point of view. We're in his head. We've got this feeling of, we get reverie. He's telling this story from the experience of time. So like he's an old man and he's relating his life story for us. And like I say, 11 books later. But yeah, I was just as hooked book 9 as I was book 1. So